Oh, two.
It was a pretty, I would say, patient race for me. I ran it completely. My bad. I ran it completely different than I usually do. I was super patient that first 200 because, I mean, with the conditions out here and it raining and, you know, under these big lights and this big stage, I was kind of cautious. So ran patient the first 200 and I just gave it everything I had coming home. So I think it was a well-executed race. During the race, I almost went 12s for a few hurdles and I had to quickly chop between, I think, 2 and 3. So like I said, I think I'm gonna have to start embracing this 12-step and you know, see where it takes me.
When you saw the clock, what did you think?
I saw 47:02 and I was just like, okay, that's cool. And it didn't really hit me until the announcer said everything, and I walked over to the little board, and I was just like, man, 47:02, that's a big leap from 47:9 down, and I mean, I couldn't be happier. So I think it's still kind of soaking in, and you know, I'm happy about it. I mean, after I got done, I was just thinking about the 4x4, to be honest with you, because I mean, I had to close out with these guys, and you know. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm happy I ran 47:02.
Can you use that patient strategy in the future? I mean, you almost broke the world records right there.
I'll see.
Not in good weather.
Yeah, not in good weather. I think as the more I run the race, the better I get. So I think, like I said, just embracing this new pattern and you know taking the rest of the season just to you know see where I could go. And I think had I pressed that first 200 a little bit, probably could have ran a little bit faster. But you know, like I said, I'm really happy with how I ran today, and I couldn't be happier.
Can you explain what the pattern, how it's different than for people who aren't?
Usually most people go 13s, which is the same leg around, which is my right leg. 12s I go left. So you know, I just recently started going 12s, which is my left leg, lead leg, and not necessarily a comfortable pattern for me, but I mean, I could thankfully I can alternate, and you know, sometimes it messes me up, sometimes it doesn't, but I think it's just all about committing to it when it comes up and just taking that hurdle. So that's the race pattern that I am referring to.
And then how good was it to end your career with a collegiate record of 4x4?
Man, it's great. It's great. Couldn't have asked for a better group, better coaches. You know, such a great environment here at SC, and you know, I mean, they accepted me with full arms coming in from UCLA, although you know, crosstown rivals and stuff like that, and you know, I couldn't be any happier just to put the shield on and then go out and represent. So I mean, it means a lot just to close out here at historic Hayward. I know they're gonna close it down and make some new changes. So I'm happy that I got to run my last season's race here at Hayward for a while, and you know, I mean, couldn't be happier. And I'm, like I said, I'm grateful to be with these group of guys, and you know, it's hard to assemble teams like this, so I'm very proud.
Rai, the first thing that you did after the 400-meter hurdles, you tied your spike. It came untied at the start line or during the race?
I think it came untied after I crossed it. I think after I came off the last hurdle, it came untied, and I was just like, man, I don't want to trip or anything. And kind of been battling some foot issues early in the year, so I didn't want to tweak it or anything. So I mean, it's kind of not usual, being that I broke the collegiate record, but I mean, that was the first thing I looked at, and I was just like, the entire shoe race before the trip. So that's kind of my thought process. Coach Carroll just mentioned it to me a few minutes after my race, so we'll see what meets I can get into and what happens from here on out. I'm not necessarily sure as yet. I plan on being completely done after today, and because I couldn't go to USA's, and I kind of wanted to focus on just to run the 200 there just for funsies, just to see what I could do, because I mean, the 200 speed is there, and I know I can run a pretty good time, but I don't know. I'll see what happens in the weeks to come and the days to come, actually. So.
Because now, I mean, the world record is right.
Yeah, it is right there. Yeah.
And you also got Samba right now running really quick. Before you did what you did, that he's been running the fastest since 2010. Yeah. So it seems like historically things are coming together for a good summer.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm super patient about it. I know it's there. I know it's gonna come. It's only just a matter of time. And I'm still perfecting the race and still going through the field. I can't tell anyone that I've run every race exactly the same because I haven't, from Pac-12s to regionals to here to the semis on Wednesday. I mean, I'm talking like 6 completely different race patterns, and I'm just playing with it, you know, and seeing what I could do. And Coach Hayes and I, we go back and we talk and we look at splits and we do stuff different at practice depending on the week and who's in the race. So, I mean, you know, I'm still learning, I'm still adjusting. So, for me, it's more of a learning process.
You're patient in the race, like, but you're only a junior, right? So, are you going to be patient about going pro? Could we possibly see you back at USC next year? Or?
We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I mean, I ran super fast today and been doing well all season. So, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens in the next few days to come and making the decision and whether or not, you know, come back or not. So, we'll see what happens.
You said every race has been different in terms of pattern, but did this one feel that much faster than what you did in Sacramento?
Actually, I didn't think I would run that fast today. You know, at Sacramento, I think I was chasing a time. I was chasing a time at Pac-12s, and I mean, I ended up running 48 and chasing a time at regionals and got the 47. And I mean, like today, like you guys saw, like it's pouring out there. So I was just like, you know, coming in, woke up this morning, I was just like, you know, time out the window, just go for the win. And then that's what, you know, being here at Hayward is all about, just going for the win, because no one's gonna, people are gonna remember the times, but you know, like people are always gonna remember that, yeah, you won this year. So I mean, I went for the win, and then you know, it paid off, and I was just happy to see that 47.
When you tie Edwin Moses' fastest time, people are gonna remember the time. Do you remember anything about? I mean, have you watched Moses' races?
I have. Yeah, I've you know, watched it numerous times. Watched touchdowns, stride patterns, race patterns. You know, I go over it a million times in my head. Like, I mean, before the race today, I woke up this morning and I mean, I played the race out like 1,000 times. Like, I went over every different possibility, every scenario, and I mean, it's something I do. It's not necessarily good because I mean, you know, the anxiety like coming up to it is just like, I mean, sometimes it's just intoxicating, and like, you know, I was going through it this morning, but you know, sometimes you just gotta calm yourself down and like try to take a nap and stuff like that. But you know, I woke up this morning and I got done Wednesday, and you know, it's a big relief after you get done running the semifinal day. But people seem to forget that you have a day off, but that day off, I'm thinking about the final. And you know, I've been playing this race out like so many times. Like last year, I came short by this much, and this year I, you know, finally got it done. So I mean, it's a lot of, you know, effort and, you know, mental energy going into the race, and you know, I'm just happy that, you know, I'm strong enough and, you know, mostly being confident in my ability to come out here and just do what I have to do.
Between you and Sydney, the two best hurdlers in the world are competing in the NCAA. I mean, and running historically fast. Any idea why that is happening right now in this moment?
I think the atmosphere in the NCAA right now is fast. I think, to the credit of the athletes, I think you guys, the media, have kind of, you know, pushed us to these new heights, because, you know, every week, like, it's coming out, Flow Track is doing this, and, you know, saying, like, you know, who's fast and who's not, and, like, I mean, it's all good and stuff like that, and I like that, and, you know, like, everyone wants to run fast, everyone wants to bask in the glory and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, I think the atmosphere in the NCAA is like, you know, you come here, you gotta strap up, and you know, it's not high school. I mean, like, coming in, I had to, you know, I learned the hard way my first year here, although I made it to the final. But it's not high school. It's a different game. It's a different level. You gotta elevate your game and elevate your mentality and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, I think everyone's taking track and field much seriously now in the NCAA, and not that they weren't before, but I feel like now, like, all this talent coming in and everyone, you know, competing against each other and trying to be the best. I think that really helped, and you know, with everything just kind of intertwines with each other. So I mean, I think everyone has a role to play there with us running fast.
I mean, hurdles internationally doesn't get the shine.
Right.
You know, the open quarter, the 2 or the 1. Did you take pride in trying to like put it on a bigger stage, elevate it a little bit?
Yeah, I think that's being done this year with like Samba and Carson and all these other 400 hurdlers and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's getting back up there. You know, like before, I think 48s were doing it and stuff like that, and I think some 47 highs, previous years. Sorry about that. But I think this year for sure has definitely elevated the game. It's going to be interesting going into World Championship year and then Tokyo, and just to see. I think the world record probably go down. Probably in a year or so, or everyone's just running well. So who knows? It takes that one race. It just takes that one race. Yeah, it takes one race. So I think it's getting back to where it was. I think people are getting excited about it. So I mean, I'm just so grateful and happy to be a part of it. And I'm praying and hopefully I can continue this great run and which I wish to continue doing. So I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just gotta keep elevating from here on and just keep raising the bar. So.
I know I asked you this 2 weeks ago, but any update on the IAAF situation between you?
No updates yet. We had that conversation, and like I said, they seem to be taking their own time. Yeah, pardon?
You're trying to get U.S. eligibility?
I mean, I'm trying to get the eligibility. Like I said, I wish that they could pay more attention to small issues like this, because it's not everyone that's trying to cheat the system. There are good athletes out there that are actually stuck and want that change, and I think that as a governing body, I think it's their responsibility to pay attention to these small issues, because what if it was an Olympic year and now I can't compete for a country and I'm running arguably one of the fastest times in the world, and how does that look for the sport when one of the fastest runners can't be at the Olympics representing his or her country? So like I said, I'm going to be patient about it, and I know that things will be fixed, but I wish. No, I can't run for either or country, so kind of might as well just draw a little flag and create my own country. Yeah.
Stands, be a fan.
Yeah, so just run as independent. So, but I'm patient about it, but I hope they can reverse things and get the ball rolling.
Did you go to Europe this summer and run some races?
I was talking to my coach